Labour Party, Obi, best candidate, Obi, man we get vision, Obi.
Lele, country people, we country go work again no, for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and that team, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and that team of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Lele, country people, we country go work again no, for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and that team, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and that team of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Lele, country people, we country go work again no, for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and that team, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and that team of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Lele, country people, we country go work again no, for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and that team, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and that team of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Lele, country people, we country go work again no, for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and that team, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and that team of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi, best candidate, Obi, man we get vision, Obi.
Elelelele, country people, we country go work again for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and Dati, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and Dati of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour.
Yes, Chief, welcome to the program. I believe most people they are stuck with these football fanatics, and it's a conversation. We just want to kickstart to try to project our candidate, who is Mr. Peter Obi. I will try to bring this publicity. I know I took
I'm
some time.
having. I have to sign in and sign out again.
Okay, you have to sign in and sign out again.
Because I'm having low volume. I can hear you very loud.
Okay, all right, that'll be fine.
1 minute.
Okay.
Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Elelelele, country people, we country go work again for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and Dati, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and Dati of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Elelelele, country people, we country go work again for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and Dati, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and Dati of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour. Obi Gereke, Obi Labour Party, Obi best candidate, Obi man we get vision, Obi.
Elelelele, country people, we country go work again for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi, better Nigeria, Peter Obi, employment, Peter Obi, education, Peter Obi, goody road, Peter Obi, and all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party, Peter Obi and Dati, and then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them, and if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and Dati of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No sell your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, na him be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.
Make Naija better, Labour.
Yes, Chief. You're welcome back to the show. Mr. Owen, his device is not connected. Yes, Chief, can you hear me? I can hear you. Can you hear me? Yeah, but I can't hear you. Okay. Yes, Brown says greetings, gratitude. She says obedient. We know they give shishi. Thank you, Brown Sugar Adonai, for your message. Uh, we appreciate your comments. Yes, Chief, I still can hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So yes, I said we put this together so that we try to give publicity to Mr. Peter Obi and discuss trending political issues. Uh, if we try and make this a regular occurrence, since a lot of things are going on the feed. Our brothers and sisters back home in Nigeria, they are doing the door-to-door campaign. So I think we in the diaspora we should try and assist them in this way by coming out to sensitize the public using the social media space.
Yeah, it's okay, but I wonder why, based on the spread of this, they are supposed to be here. I don't know.
You say what?
I say our people are supposed to be here, especially those guests. I hope
Yeah,
you are not live yet.
I'm live. I'm live because it was scheduled. This program was scheduled. I didn't even know the match was going to drag this long. They've gone for what's it called? Extra time and they're not in the penalties.
So
Yes, so we're live. I think we can be discussing
no
while
problem.
we wait for them. Mr. Owen is here. Mr. Owen, sorry, me too. I missed the penalty, but already this thing is scheduled, and there's a time in which if you don't come on live, you cannot come on live anymore. So that's why I had to cut short the penalties, which is what I wanted to watch. But I just said, let me come online. I know a lot of people wanted to see the penalty. So we're discussing about the political situation in Nigeria. We've seen so far the campaigns, especially that of the APC, the PDP, and Labour Party. I think these are the major political parties,
Yeah.
the major
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
the major, think they are the major contenders for this election, and we've seen some statements, fumbling statement by Tinubu. He has been making a lot of jest of himself, uh, like the Bala Blue stuff, a lot of, in inconsistency in what he's saying. So I don't know. What do you think of that? Do you think that man can comfortably take charge as president? Do you think dementia is setting in? Because so many people have the opinion that his age is affecting his reasoning, in the sense that Mr. Tinubu cannot even remember his own political party. There's a time he wanted to say APC, he said PDP. There are so many gaffe he has been doing in the past in this political campaign. Many people have adduced and attributed this to dementia setting in. Mr. B, can you hear me? What do you think is going on with Mr. Tinubu? Do you think he's too old to lead the country? Yes, Mr. Owen. I said, do you think he's too old to lead the country?
Hello, good evening, everyone. Can you hear me, Dr. Dennis?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, thank you very much. As for me and most Nigerians, right, I'll use the word right thinking Nigerians. I don't think he's fit and is capable and mentally fit. Let me use the word, he's not mentally fit to lead Nigeria at this stage.
Okay.
Because apart from most of the blunders that occur during whenever he's talking or whenever he's campaigning,
Yes.
Nigeria needs somebody that is mentally fit to lead the country. And let's look at it, or let's take it from this angle. Let's not be sentimental. If we say we want to unify Nigeria or want to make Nigeria work for everyone, since 1999, two major tribes have been leading Nigeria. Let's assume we have three major tribes in Nigeria. Two major tribes have been leading Nigeria. They've had the presidency. The North and the West, they've had the presidency. Remaining one zone, which is the East.
Okay, I lost Mr. Owen there. Seems I have poor connectivity. Yes. What's your own assessment, Mr. B? You have been the man on the field from Plateau State. So what is
Yes, sir.
happening? Yeah, so what is happening in Plateau State? I know the governor there is an APC man, and in fact is the chairman of the Presidential Campaign Council of the APC. So, what do you think are the chances of Labour Party clinching?
Yes, sir. Here in
Yes, yes. Go ahead. What's your take, Mr.
Plateau.
Yes. Can you give us a situation report from Plateau State? Yeah, Mr. P, go ahead. Give us a situation report.
Yes, here in Plateau State, is in this 100%, God's willing, in the sense that because in his
Like his line is
hometown,
breaking.
there is a lot of complaint coming from his own village, from his own hometown.
Okay.
And seriously, a lot of people are complaining about his government, and honestly, in fact, recently they went out for a campaign, and the way people reacted, it was very funny. And I want you to know that any nook and cranny of the state, if you come to Plateau State today, if you travel to any part of the Plateau State, especially the rural settlements, the people have faced a lot of hell from this administration.
Yes.
So, and whenever Labour Party, hello, sir.
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. So, as I earlier said, I said Labour Party is winning here in Plateau State come 2023 election 100%, in the sense that a lot of people from all the 17 local governments are complaining bitterly over this administration, this cap. In fact, I went to a filling station, somebody paid for my fuel. I have faced a lot of favor because people are ready to support Peter Obi. If you go to churches, in fact, they have made it mandatory that this is it to everybody. This is the person we are voting. So I want you to understand, and here in Plateau State, Labour Party is winning hands down across all the 17 local government, without a doubt, sir.
All right. Thank you very
And
much for.
concerning our governor, you see, one of the things that brought APC down, here in Plateau State is that the market should be given to Jais Bank. And you know, Jais Bank is an Islamic facing these challenges of religion is here in Plateau State, have sacrificed, contributed massively, and they have stopped that, and they've contributed massively to see that this market is not given to Jais Bank, and that helps a lot. It was a great contribution from our gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Patrick Dakum. He contributed massively, and so many others.
Okay.
And the contribution come mostly from diaspora. So diaspora people are responsible for the vision of that market. Labour Party here in Plateau State. As I'm talking to you right now, I traveled to one of the local governments yesterday. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for that.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you for giving us that situation report from Plateau State.
Yes. So
for making us know that
we.
Yeah, are you done, Mr. B?
No, sir, I'm not, sir. Yes, sir. So as I earlier said, if you check most of the people that are, if you check the clergies and others, like here, most especially the Catholic Church, I used to meet the Reverend Father. He stood on the altar and told his church members to vote Peter Obi, and everybody was happy. A lot of people Obi, and there were good response because we have a lot of representatives. We have a lot of Labour Party members in so many churches across. Accommodate Christianity very, very strong. Most of the headquarters of all the churches across the breadth and length of the nation are situated here in Plateau State, sir.
All
And
right. Thank.
if you like the cooking, that's Church of Christ in Nation, the headquarters is here in Plateau State. ECWA, the headquarters is here in Plateau State, and so many churches whose headquarters is here in Plateau State. And if you check this administration, most of the people that were affected are the clergies. Yes, like the neighboring state here in Bauchi State, a clergy was slaughtered, and there was no any good. There was no any. If you check the gubernatorial candidate, is one of the persons that contribute
All right.
massively on the daily devotional. He goes to all the nooks and crannies of the state to educate and enlighten them and tell them more about Peter and what his administration is bringing to the nation, sir.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes, sir.
Mr. B. Thank you for giving us that report. Thanking us for making us know what's going on in Plateau State. That the people, they are not happy with the APC administration. You did make reference to churches, supporting Peter Obi. I hope this will not become a political campaign, a political election. Most people are already criticizing Mr. Peter Obi for going to churches. We know Nigeria is a multi-religious country. We hope also that the vice president reach out to the Muslim community and some other people with religious views so that everybody can be carried along, so that people don't begin to see it as a we versus them, that Christians versus Muslim politics, so that everybody is carried along and it's an all-inclusive situation. Chief, yes, we've been discussing. We lost you at the time, and thank you for reconnecting and coming back to the program. We've seen the campaign so far. What is your assessment of the Labour Party? There's this internal crisis going on in the Labour Party. The suspension of the publicity secretary. Before that, the youth leader was suspended. So, what is your own assessment of the Labour Party? Do you see readiness within the Labour Party? Or what is your assessment, Chief? You're muted.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay, thank you for allowing me to join this particular program this morning. A very good morning from here to all Nigerians back home. The question asked, they are very sensitive. It's very unfortunate to approach that question. Is Nigerians, we don't trust ourselves. So when you have a culture of mistrust, things like this are bound to happen. The best intention can be misunderstood by those who are helping you, because they all come with baggages of what to gain. The reason why you see those crises is that individuals are driving their own feelings. If issues are tabled, discussed, and agreed upon, we cannot have those kind of shortcomings at this particular time. So what I will advise the principal and the chairman of that party, whom I spoke with once on your invitation to speak with him, is that tolerance, just tolerance, is the only way to overcome the ongoing crisis within them. Because when you allow these people to express themselves, it's going to be better for everybody. Try and see what is their individual interest, what they want, and see how you want to tackle them. Sorry, somebody was calling my phone. I don't know. Can somebody else continue from there and let me answer
Okay.
this individual?
Yes, thank you, Chief. Yes, Mr. Owen, we're discussing about the internal crisis in the Labour Party going on between the publicity secretary. We saw what happened, the press statement the Ogun State chairman made.
Hello, sir.
So, yeah, just listen. I'm talking to Mr. Owen. I'm trying to learn. Okay, if you want to respond to it, you can respond to it. Um, the Ogun State chapter. Uh, he did a press statement suspending Doyo Okukwe, who happens to be the DG of the Presidential Campaign Council, uh, citing issues about non-payment of membership dues and all that. There's so much crisis in Ogun State. Then we saw also at the national suspension of the public secretary, and before then, the suspension of the youth leader. Do you think all these internal crises are rumbling going on in the Labour Party is going to affect the chances of Mr. Peter Obi or the campaign in general? Mr. Owen, what do you think of if Chief, if you want to take this question, if you're back, you can take it. What do you think are the chances amidst all this crisis going on in the Labour Party?
Allow Owen to say something, then I'll back him up.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Owen.
Hello.
I see the crisis going on in Labour Party.
Dr. Dennis, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. You keep on going off.
Hello?
On and off. I can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Mr. Owen, remove your earpiece.
Hello?
It could be helpful. Remove your earpiece. Maybe your earpiece is failing you. We can hear you now. We can hear the sound of your background. So you need to mute your TV.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Loud and clear.
Okay.
I can hear you.
Okay,
Yes.
fine. Yes. Yeah. Please, can you repeat what you just said?
Yeah, the question is the crisis going on in Labour Party, suspension of Doyo Okukwe, which is the DG by the Ogun State chapter for non-payment of membership dues, suspension of the publicity secretary, and the youth leader.
What I understood, yeah, what I understood going on in that, what I understood. Yes, what I understood going on in that Ogun Labour Party, even before this Peter Obi campaign got to this level, they've been up and down crisis in respect of Ogun Labour Party zone. They've been up and down. And the last time I checked, the Labour Party
Yeah, we are losing Mr. Owen. Chief, can you take up from there?
Okay, so like I was saying, it's laughable for those people to be behaving sessional at this very time. If you had crisis with this gentleman, those things should have been pronounced before we got to this stage. This current traffic where labor is currently cruising, distractions are not welcomed. And what they are asking for cannot help at the national level. So they better resolve themselves, or they should just ignore them. Because telling us that you suspend that man, come on, that position is not political. That position the man is you guys did not elect him to become the publicity chairman. He was chosen based on competence and sacrifice, appreciated by those who are the anchoring the Labour Party affairs. So I will admonish the Labour leaders to call Ogun to order to say, hey, what do you really want? Bringing this man down is not going to help the party at this time. A lot of people follow this man because they believe in him. So if there are criminality as insinuated, set up an independent body. It can be religious group, 5 to 6 group, men or women, to review what Ogun is asking for and submit answer transparently. If by that kind of verdict and they say drop him, if I'm the man himself, you apologize to the nation and walk behind the scene because you've already heard. But if what they are saying, you know you are wrong and you continuously want to uphold your position because of your leverage, you are also selfish. You are not the kind of Nigerian leader we are desiring. So, like one of my lecturers told us when we were in the Polytechnic many years ago, he said, man, know thyself. Nobody can describe you for you. So when you are doing something good, you know. When you are doing something wrong, you know. But at this stage, that since 2015, that Nigerians are looking more clearly into electoral matters in Nigeria, you can only come with good character and qualification for that position. Yes, even all this after Obi go into power and they suspect that you were dubious, you will still go nowhere. So you better ease yourself out now before you get more damage. That's my advice for Doing Odugbe or Kungbe or whatever his name is. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Comrade Maureen, thank you for joining us. What has been the campaign in Edo State? I know before the campaign started, or before His Excellency Peter Obi visited Edo State for the rally, there was a 1 million march. Can you just give us a wrap up of what's been happening in Edo State? What do you think? Is there any challenge within the Labour Party in Edo State? Within the support group, how do you think we can perform better?
Okay, good evening, sir. Good evening, my leaders.
Yeah,
Right now, I think the campaign is going on smoothly in Edo because majority of them they are obedient material in terms of materials. We are not be able to get materials. Even most of our executive coordinator that they are very active, they are working with the Labour Party people in the grassroots for campaigns. We don't have material for now, so those coordinators they always join them. And also this, there are some persons who were in PDP before, and those candidates that was in PDP that the governor bring in to contest under Labour Party, and some of those people, they are partially people are partially Labour and PDP. So we are having distraction from those angles. You understand? So people we are working with, some of them they are not fully working with Labour Party, because those people they are supporting who are in Labour Party in House of Assembly, they were bringing through the state governor. So we are having challenge there. So I think right now the Labour Party said they are trying to figure out who are genuine people, so that we also in the diaspora we can also work with those who are genuine. because right now some of them they are just like two-faced right now. So that
Okay.
is report now for some local government.
Thank you very much, Chief. Yeah, I'll give you time. Yes, before you said there's no materials. I thought the diaspora body we gave out materials recently, and I've not seen those states. There's this guy from Orion. I see that guy is being very. He has a passion. Uh,
Yes, it's courtesy for councillor. Yeah, it's from Morion.
okay. I see that guy to be very forceful, and with him, I have to chat him up in his inbox, and I encourage him. I send him some money as a thank you for what he's doing, and encourage him to continue to do more. Uh, so yes, other than that guy in Edo State, I'm not seeing the coordinator coming out. Well, I don't think
You
this one.
you know,
I don't
sir,
think
you
this
know
one
those people
now,
that
but
are
let me
just like
just leave this for a live. Let me leave this for a live this thing anyway. So you said yes, because I noticed that too, because a lot of people they are in PDP, they're in Labour Party, we need to really know those who are for us, because even the people they made to that committee, the PCC committee, those people they've not identified with Labour Party, but they are on that list. How did they make that list? A lot of people have said people from APC and PDP, they are the people that made that list. So I think it's very proper and appropriate that they scrutinize the people working for Labour Party, and those who have been who have been genuinely working for Labour Party, they should be identified and they should be worked with. So that's my take there. So what do you think we can do? You said materials. We are working on materials to be delivered to those who are serious and who are going to make judicious use of it. So what do you think? You
I
see,
think we have to send materials to state, and when you send materials to state, we in Edo, for instance, we have a coordinator group where we discuss. I know that the first material that was discussed, I think it was we share it during the meeting among ourselves. It was not we did coordinate ourselves, we did go out to campaign with it in a group, 10 some group, we give it to each coordinator to use to campaign in Zoom, which some of them they did. And I think the material, if you have to send material this time, I think the material should be for campaign in the grassroots, and it should be stated. It should be stated. That is when you bring the material, if it's 1,000 you are saying to Edo State, we are going to agree that this 1,000 material, this is location we are going to visit, we are going to share it, use it to campaign, just like what some individuals, some group they are doing. And also like what you just said, say sending money to individual, a lot of people they are working, because you can't be sending money to one person because you saw the post on the group. Because if you want to start sending money like that, a lot of people, a lot of those coordinators, they are very active and on call. They are very active and they are working with the Labour Party leaders in their grassroots. The reason why you see most of those people are much active, because they are contesting for a councillor. So that is why you see most of them, they took it upon themselves because they are vying for a position. You understand, sir? So such people also, we still need to bring them to tell them how can we also assist them. I think they are councillor, I think the election should be June or so. So how can we also support them, use our material to campaign like this other guy for Orion, for instance. We can start for this is contesting, a lot of people know it. We can take our materials to also campaign for Peter Obi and also tell his people to vote for them. So that is the only way we can come in. Material and money for transportation, it will help. When we start giving individual, it's going to cost us. It's going to cost us.
okay. Thank you for your reaction. Chief, yes, what do you see this call for individual donation to the campaign fund? Recently, I saw the Labour Party, they flash some account for people to contribute. Um, what do you think of that? Nigerians to contribute to the Labour Party campaign. Do you think that is a welcome development as opposed to those PDP and APC who have stolen a lot of money? And I believe they have a lot of money to spend for their campaigns. But Nigerians are being called in Labour Party to contribute to Labour Party's campaign. Do you think calling the Labour Nigerians to be contribute to that pause? Do you think people are going to feel a sense of ownership to the electoral process to say, is this our government we are pursuing? I think me contributing my own money to Peter Obi's campaign, I feel like be part, feel ownership of this electoral process. So, Chief, what do you think is the core by Labour Party for Nigerians to contribute to their campaigns?
First, let me apologize to my brother Owen. It's like we are holding you back, and I hope it
No,
gets to you soon.
let me cut you short. No, is this thing keeps on going on and off.
Okay.
Yes, it doesn't
So,
have a stable internet. I don't know why.
okay. First,
Yeah,
I
I'm
will
okay. I was
want
in
to.
the bedroom. I just came to the city room. Now it's okay now.
Okay, okay, yes. Because
Sorry about
So,
that.
you keep on going on and off.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, you are
So,
right. Sorry about
mm,
that.
I just want you to know that you were supposed to talk. If I continue, it will still get to your turn soon. Okay, please. First, let me start with Edo before I go to this last question you ask. We want to thank you guys in Edo for the job you are doing. But there is an issue that you cannot pursue because of freedom, which is very, very important in everybody's life. People have a choice to go from one party to the other until they get their balance. Now that we have such people with us, the, the truth is that those are political prostitutes. They don't have faith in where they are, and they want to be winner every time. People don't win all the time. And the only thing you win and you are happy for is something you genuinely and truly take some painstaking time to achieve. That is what you can truly be happy for. So I'm of the opinion that the leadership of Labour Party should be bold enough to ask those people, do you have confidence in this your newfound home to win your ticket and stay here very well? Or you are thinking that if you are with us in Labour, achieving your aim, pursuing the other side in case your presidential ticket go through there so that you can get appointment. That is a criminal in the making. Such people can be disqualified from this side. You got to stake everything out. Either you are here in Labour or you just remain with your PDP and perish with them. That's how I would tell you guys. Don't work with them until it is resolved at state level. Those individuals. So that is my words. Quote me anywhere. I will defend it. Nobody's going to work for you. You are neither here or there. You are a criminal in the political circle. So let's go back to the other one. I
Thank you, sir.
support, and I've already endorsed it in a meeting I had with. They call it COP, something CUPP, like a coordinated body of all political groups that are trying to support Peter Obi for presidency in Ondo and Ekiti. I spoke to their leaders that what you are going to do, and that's what Edo should also do, begin to go out. It can be marketplace, it can be churches. Try to identify individuals who are interested in seeing the new change we are all desiring, and give them just 3 projects to do. Please, if you this sample of the banners we have, this is a sample of the flyers we have. If you know you truly want president this man to be, can you help us print so that we distribute? Then the second one is, if we already have printers and you know the quotation they are asking for, you also could give them the contact and say, these are our printers, this is the rate we currently print, but we do not have enough fund to do. If you can help us pay for some quantity, it will also help us. Then the last one, never made a mistake of giving a personal account in that wise. In case, except you to have a state account or you have a trusted, because the individual may not have time to follow through and say, okay, because of that, I'm doing this, giving you the money to go and do it yourself. Never you go and ask people to give you money with the intention of helping them to use their money to do something for the group. Let them be the people who want to sacrifice. Some churches and individuals in these 2 states that I mentioned, they've already started doing this to support their people. Why those of us in diaspora, we are already continuously doing what we are doing here, and we'll continue to bring the little leverage we have. But for us to equally cover very well, the Labour Party, without us, without all these supporting organizations, they know that they were going for an Herculean task. Whatever money they have, let them also put the material out there. They should bring the material to their state and tell them to distribute it to every agency or organizations that are willing to help them so that this thing can be spread. If we continue to hoard and continue to look forward to one channel of sponsorship, it's going to be difficult for all of us. I don't see anything wrong if Labour Party is bringing an account for people to donate in. But what they must know is that somebody like us now, we're already in this diaspora strong for Peter Obi, and we are doing our best to help them. We may not be able to contribute on those individual funds, but every other Nigerian who doesn't belong to any group, who are already in Nigeria like that, who are interested, if they trust that source of fundraising, they can also put. So we are not going to. I'm not going to tell them not to help in any way they can, but I like practicality, and that's what we'll be doing with our diaspora strong for Peter Obi. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chief, for your contribution. You don't see anything wrong in Nigerians contributing to the campaigns. Mr. Wen, what do you think is our next readiness for this election? We see people complain about collection of PVC. Some persons have collected, some are still having challenge collecting. What do you think? I know President Buhari has assured Nigerians to conduct a very free and peaceful election, whereby the APC, which is the incumbent and ruling government, will not interfere in the outcome of this election. So I think if they should be one of the legacies President Buhari will leave behind is to conduct a free and fair election. And even the NSC, the National Security Advisor, Moguno, have also come out to assure Nigerians, and he has also warned governors who are using thugs to intimidate their opponent. We saw what happened in those states, whereby the governor, Governor Obaseki, denying us the use of the Obe Stadium. We have to resort to use the Baptist High School Convention grant. What is your take about INEC's readiness and some other people like the governors, preventing oppositions and trying to subdue the Labour Party? Mr. Wan, what is your take on that?
Thank you very much, Dr. Dennis, and my chief, Honorable Chief Ezoba, and my sister Ogogo. Thank you very much for your contribution. Back to your question, I will start from INEC. For me, I don't think INEC is sincere in what they are doing. I don't think so. Because the last time I heard about people picking up their PVC, they said they postponed it to January. I don't know how long it will take INEC to distribute the PVC before the election. I don't know. For me, INEC is not sincere in that aspect. Because if they are sincere, they should have started distributing this PVC in December, not in January. Because in January, it's just few weeks to the election. And we don't know what that January will bring when it is time for people to pick up the PVC. So if INEC is sincere, they should come out openly and tell Nigerians why did they postpone it to January. So why are they keeping the PVC if the PVC is ready? Why not give it out when they know the numbers of people they are going to pick up the PVC? In that aspect, I have this doubt that INEC is not sincere. And that of the issue of Buhari, he has no other option than to give Nigeria a free and fair election, because it was free and fair election that brought him to power. Because it was the first time in Nigeria where an opposition would take power from a sitting government. It has not happened before. So it was free and fair election that brought him to power. So he should leave Nigerians, like he rightly said, to decide who will rule them. Not for him to use the Abuja connection or the forces to oppress Nigeria for his own party to stick to power. So I don't think he has any option than to allow Nigerians vote who will rule them. And that of the governor of Edo State denying Labour Party for them not to use some of Bermuda Stadium and UBTH football pitch, I think is very wrong of him. That is not how to play politics. We know how we fought for Governor Obaseki when we thought Oshomole was trying to bully and oppress him. I don't know whether if he's scared of Labour Party in Edo State, but what I know is Edo is Labour and Labour is Edo. He cannot deny that. He knows, because he himself said that every house in Edo, there is that name they call obedient. He's aware that Edo is obedient. So for this governor denying other political parties not to use venue in the state is not fair. That is not how to play politics. That is what they are doing. They are trying to suppress other parties because they are in government. You don't do such things because you don't know what tomorrow will come or what tomorrow will bring. Peradventure, I know Labour Party will claim and clinch that presidency come 2023, and Obaseki still remains in PDP. How will he feel when those in the authority of Labour deny him such things? He will not feel happy. So you give out those things for people to make use of. And if you come to think of it, Samuel Bermuda Stadium is a public place, not owned by Governor Obaseki, but owned by the state. And that stadium belongs to everybody. So you cannot lay claim to it that you built Bermuda Stadium or it's for you. No, you don't do such a thing. And I want to throw light on what my sister said and Chief Zoba in respect of those people how to assist Labour Party. It's a good thing that Labour Party open an account for people to donate. We in diaspora will be trying, that is, we in Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi, led by your humble self and Chief Zoba, will be trying our best. I love that Chief Zoba input. We'll be trying our best to assist Labour Party. It is time for Labour Party to at least try and produce some materials like we did to give out to these states, like our food soldiers and other foot soldiers in other states, for them to take to those villages, those areas they know they can do mosquito campaigning so that they can make use of it. Just like what our sister said, Maureen, there are some people contesting for councillor in Edo State. We can as well reach out to them for them to make use of our materials, to partner with them, or they partner with us for them, because their election is in June, so that they can spread diaspora song for Peter Obi campaign to the grassroots, and they will still benefit from it. So it is for them to partner with us, or we partner with them to produce more of those materials, because they are contesting also, so that people like those apron, I believe it is the apron, the stickers and the flyers, they will go a long way. Like what I saw online, there's these stickers that some persons took to the market. It is labor stickers. They were just putting it at the phone of these old women, market women, for them to know how to vote on that day. And the party that Peter Obi is contesting in, they just made these stickers very beautiful. When I saw it, I had to watch it again, to remind these voters that this is the party. Because apart from this, our Labour Party, there is a similar party like Labour Party, so that these people will not make that mistake on that day. So I think it is high time for us to go grassroots to these people that want to contest for councillors, senators, like this big sister in Abuja, Kingibe, Ireti Kingibe. Yes, I believe we can partner with such person to assist us to produce more of the labor materials to distribute. We have such people in all states. We should try to reach out to them, just like Chief Resolver said, that he has spoken to this CUPP body, because I know them very well. I have been following them. He has spoken to them. We have a lot of people there supporting Peter Obi. We can reach out to them, bring out our samples, tell them where we are producing this thing. We have a cheaper rate of producing this thing. Let them produce more for our foot soldiers. We will try and do our best, but we still need people to partner to help us to produce most of these things. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Owen, for your contribution. And Ms. Mario, yes, just to, before I come to Ms. just to react to what you said about King, I already told the FCTA coordinator to reach out to Ireti Kingigbe, the PA, to contact someone to reach out to the PA so that they can work together. In terms of this material, Comrade, or what do you think is going on? I think I subscribe with what Mr. Wayne said. Just as we as a support group have come together to produce materials and distribute to the states in Nigeria. I think Labour Party, they need to do something similar like that, because I actually don't know the game plan of Labour Party. Is it that they just want to do campaign from state to state and that's all? I think they should try and incorporate the activities of this support group, because those are the foot soldiers they have. Those are the people that can reach out to the grassroots. Because if Mr. Peter Obi comes to a state and goes to a stadium, does his rally and leave, I don't think the people in the rural communities will get to know that there's a Labour Party, especially that Labour Party is a new political party. It has not reached all nooks and crannies of Nigeria. I think there's need for Labour Party to work with support groups and some other persons, so that these the word will spread around and actually get to to the rural communities. So, what's your take on that, Comrade Maureen?
Okay, sir. Normally, it is the responsibility of the party to provide materials. And
Yes.
just what one of our brothers said, even me, I don't know the state of INEC right now, if they are postponing the election or what, because there is no sign that there is election in February, because we are not seeing the hotness of it. We are like what I discussed with you before. I say it's good we start discussing our material maybe January, that November was too early so that they would throw it away. But even now, if you're in December, there are some areas nothing is happening. Campaign is not happening, even in some party. Nothing is going on. The Labour Party, they are not disposing material, and a lot of people a lot of big men in Nigeria have started contributing to that party, to Labour parties for the past 3 months before they release their state the state accounts. People have been contributing. See here, the material they are getting from the state is from individuals for those that want to contest under Labour Party. Those are the material the leaders are receiving. National have not sent them material as we speak. There's no material right now, and it's really affecting. The really is affecting is obvious is because Labour Party, though is his old party, because he has not been in power, and Labour Party is not occupying any position, and because the party have not been on ground, that is why it's difficult for the logo to go round. That is really the work now is so much, because from since its existence, the leaders of the party never take it serious. You understand? Even when they don't win the election, they don't take the party serious. They always like working with the incumbent governor in their state. They don't build their own party. Now it's like we starting afresh. So both the national and the state, it's like they are all starting afresh. Just the way the support group is trying to support them. You understand? They are just in the same level. Even most of the support group, they are even more higher than them in terms of material discourse and all that. So that is the challenge, because they are not being on ground. It's really giving us tough time here. The national, we are not hearing anything from them. It's a big
Okay.
challenge.
Yes. Thank you for that answer. Yes, I don't think it's about being on ground for a long time. Uh, I don't know if it's a deliberate action or decision not to work with people, because from the onset, when I was discussing with the youth leader, he did mention that Labour Party is going to distribute materials. Well, from the look of things from the national, that's this guy, the chairman, the Labour Party chairman,
Yeah.
Buri. It's like he seems not to even be bothered about, working with people, printing materials and distributing. So I don't know how they are going to do that. So finally, Chief, let me ask these questions about the presidential debate. We've seen Arise TV um, try to conduct the presidential debate. I don't know if it's Arise that is anchoring that debate, and Tinubu has shied away from that debate. I think we believe that someone who wants to rule Nigeria should be bold enough to come speak to Nigerians on his martial out his plans to Nigerians and educate Nigerians on why he wants to lead Nigeria. So I don't know why Bola Tinubu, will be shying away from debate. And the latest he said is that he feels that the media houses they want to use him to make money. He refused to debate in Nigeria, but he went to the Charlton House and he started misbehaving. Questions that were posed to him, he called that people, Aerofire, IND, and others to come and be answering questions for him. I don't know. What is your take on that? Tinubu shying away from presidential debates where other contestants like Atiku, Kwankwaso, and our candidate Peter Obi, they were present. Tinubu refused to show up. So, Chief, what do you think is Tinubu's decision not to partake in presidential debate? Because we feel that as a presidential candidate, you should let us know your plans and what you intend to do for the people. So, even saying you're not going to be part of the DC is being disrespectful to Nigerians. So, what's your take on Tinubu's refusal to debate other contestants?
Thank you so much. The first thing I would like to say is to say that I don't think the Labour Party is doing badly, because where you have like 12 people or more serving as an executive, and there is aberration, and they take decision, and they are not fighting themselves, apart from that one or two that is a sponge, we should believe that they are doing the right thing. And I'm also sure that they know that they cannot win without printing or doing any posters. Let's give them a little time and see. I'm sure they will do something. To go to Tinubu, it's laughable. It's laughable. This how less than 1,000 people in Nigeria, in the name of they belong to society, they belong to association, they are all retired pensioners, they are army officers. This is how they have connived. Either their children are marrying themselves, or they are giving their children all the position that is vacant in that country, or they are supporting one another to keep recycling that country for their personal interest. Its action is inimical to the progress of our nation. We've suffered enough in abroad when we Nigerians go anywhere with our passport or our names. We are easily looked at as with suspicion of having bad character. What is displayed in the UK is bad character. That is not a proper upbringing of a Nigerian. Then some morons will come and tell you that because he's a technocrat, he has to tell you that when he gets to power, he's going to divulge power and make it easier for him to administer. Foolishness. That's a lie. He has never told us that he already have a list for ministerial position, and those people are the people campaigning with him. If they were, those names are suggested, we would have now known the new set of persons to all accountable if he eventually win. So he's a loser. And like I said, he has so many reasons not to be there. You cannot expect to go and die in power. I'm not wishing him dead, but it's already, his health is failing. You understand? He can't even hold himself up. So it's a shame, because he knew when he go to live debate with these people, some contestant may bring it up to say, let all of us stand for 10 minutes and see how much we have the stamina to run all over Nigeria. He know he may be shut down in that regard. He's a smart criminal, because he has been in the political trade, and it felt what he did was good. He further disgraces us, he destroys us as a nation. And if he does not debate, and Nigerians who decide to give him vote, it's your right to give whoever you like. But you and our creator, you too is also a jerk. You will share from the punishment of what Tinubu and his gang is trying to deliver. And they have delivered part of it already in different, you imagine, because you are too wealthy or rich, doesn't make the rest people foolish. You understand? Then why run to London? Because you are still serving your slave masters. We have television houses in Africa. Can't you go to any of those ones? Why London? What has London got to offer us in Nigeria at this crucial time? Do London sponsor scholarship in any schools in Nigeria? We go there and do slave work for them. Some of us go to that place and school Even when you are in school, you still do the part-time job you do. Is this something to really talk about? So I don't know why Nigerians will. If he has gone there and say he's going to talk to Nigerian community there, it's understood. Not to go there and even the white man is embarrassed from what he was doing. You understand? So well, it has happened. It has happened. How do we salvage? Let's face Peter Obi and win. And I will use this opportunity to talk to the Easterners. If you permit me, I want to talk to the Easterners.
Yes.
The cannibalism we are seeing on social media, my brothers and sisters from the East, you better stop. You can't kill innocent people because you saw a political party vehicle drive you through your village or community. You can't tell people to stay at home, not to vote because you want a country of your own. We are better together. We are better together. Stop these things that may not even work. We love you, you love us. Why do you want to kill your brother? Set vehicle that you cannot manufacture ablaze. You know, kill humans for what? For what? We better stop. If at all Peter Obi does not win, for the first time, Nigerians are saying the Easterners deserve to also rule. And this man has championed it to this extent. Why not cool down and see how much your brother can deliver? If you make your brother worthless before the rest of the country, or you kill yourself before the country, if you eventually get the Brafa, who is going to live in Brafa? Please, they better stop. Enough of IPO or POB or whatever. And if I'm the president of the nation, it's about time you just scrap most of these anti-progress bodies. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chief. I think APOB has been subscribed for a long time. They subscribed, they prescribed then, and I don't know this call for sit at home.
Sorry, sir. Remember to read. I sent you a message.
Okay. Yes, I see it. Okay. Yes. 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 APOB has been prescribed for a long time. Because they are giving so much headache to the federal government even before they capture the Kano. And this recent sit at home trying to distort the election, I think is going to be counterproductive because what they seek now, since Nigerians are riding around Peter Obi, I don't know what they want. If they are going to be made the president through Peter Obi, I think that should give them more consolation for them to, jettison this idea of IPO and Biafra. So on a final note, Maureen, before I go to Mr. Chief Ezoba to talk about the UBT issue, Maureen, what's your final thoughts about these forthcoming elections? What do you think we should do proper? What's your final advice for those people watching and for Labour Party and to your colleagues back in Edo State?
Okay, to Labour Party, the national and the state executive, I think my advice to them is that they should remain strong in the political arena. They shouldn't feel shy because they are new in the system. Because on many of the support groups, they are looking up to them. They want to see more of their work, more of their performance. So that is what is motivating them. So they should improve in whatever they are doing. Yeah, they shouldn't give up because right now, with what is happening, Labour Party, Peter Obi have over 60% of winning this election. So they should remain strong and firm and work with the right people and not get discouraged no matter what. And to our colleagues out there, we shouldn't give up because of the negative news we are receiving from maybe Labour Party or within ourselves. There is hope. I believe probably early January materials will start coming in. Material will start coming in, and the campaign is going to get hotter. So no matter what we see there, we should be strong. We should remain steady and fast. This is the time we shouldn't miss this opportunity. As you know, Peter Obi is from the east. It's time for Obi to rule, because they make us believe that we have three major languages in Nigeria: Yoruba, Hausa, and Igbos. So if that statement is true, according to them, if we have to be fair, it is time for the eastern people to rule Nigeria. So if they are fair to themselves, our people as our members in the west, they should educate themselves more. This is not the time to focus on values. To say, no. Should let fairness work out and support Peter, because that's what it takes to move Nigeria forward. You can see what happened in the World Cup today. More than we have more black people in France. In the French team, majority of their players, they are all black, but they won the World Cup up to 2 times, and today they made it to the final. You ask yourself, why is it that even our players, they are black? What is the difference between both of them? Why are they not making it to final? Why are they playing harder? They are working harder. They are reigning in other teams, but when it comes to Nigeria, they are not. Why? Because they are not patriotic. They are not doing it with passion. We can see the passion Obi have for Nigeria. We can see the patriotism in him. So that is the kind of man we want, not Tinubu, not the rest. These are the kind of people we should represent. Or if we have people like Obi in Super Eagles, would I bet you Nigeria will make it to round 8 or round 60 of World Cup, if not to the final. That is just the fact. That is the kind of people we want in this government. Just as most of us, we are patriotic. Whatever we are doing now, we are doing it with passion. We are not expecting money. We are not collecting shishi. So let's continue the work with passion. I believe by God's grace, with our work, we are not going to lose a under free and fair election. You and I know that Peter Obi will come out victorious. So material will come. We should exercise patience. If we have time, we join those in the Labour Party for their campaign and rallies and not organize meeting with them. Talk to people anywhere we find ourselves. That is what we need now. Online, WhatsApp. WhatsApp group belongs to share the ideas of Peter Obi. That is what we need right now. So that is my take and my contribution. Thank you for giving me the time. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Mr. One let me give the opportunity to the Chief to react, to make his reaction concerning this UBTH, if it's something he wants us to discuss.
Okay.
Yes.
Sorry, Nigerians, I have to distract our attention, and I hope maybe our coordinator may edit this and put it on our social page as we progress. My message this afternoon is directed to our incoming president, but because we are not God, I can also say we don't know who's going to be the next president of Nigeria, so it's directed to everybody contesting in Nigeria. I had a very bad experience to have lost my best friend, the mother of my children, at University of Benin Teaching Hospital. While I was protesting the death of this beautiful soul, I wrote a petition which the university has replied on a very negative light, in the sense that they are claiming that they have all the equipment it takes to have kept her alive, but they manage her because her health deteriorated. It's not true. It's not true. Because it's not true, before I address that issue here, I want to thank our royal father, Oba Atokbe.
Yes, sir.
Oba Atokbe.
Yes, sir.
Oba Atokbe.
Yes, sir.
You see, because of their shenanigans, the so-called, that is the language I will use, of the CMD, the Chief Medical Director of the University of Benin Teaching Hospital, visited our deputy governor to thank him for the help and support he has given to that university, and to solicit for more help, because they were going to have an earth-free week, whereby they may have some surgery reductions and awareness program. And the deputy governor received him and said, I also thank you on behalf of our principal. I think about that same day, he went to the palace. In the palace, in arrogance, he was trying to tell our monarch that the university is doing well in all fronts. They've never had any strike, and they are breaking some new grants, boasting that other states come to them. So my royal father, our royal father, not only my own, everybody's royal father, ask him there before the camera, if it is true that you have never had a strike in the university, why is it that all your brain, all those you taught in the university, where are they living? Some are even going to the northern part of Nigeria to work. So which suggests that if you are paying them well, where are they living? Then our father asked him, do you have neurosurgeon there? I understand that neurosurgeon is very expensive. Do you have them there? So I was so happy that our revered monarch, with his education, practically asked an open question and told this man that, please, in case you cannot answer this question here, I will give you opportunity to visit again, because I want you to realize why you are there now. We have our brother who is a minister. If you require us to talk to him to help the university, we will know, because those problems of brain drain need to be addressed. He gave him chance to come back again if he so wished to address those concerns, in case he doesn't want to speak to the gallery. I was so happy that our king pointed those things to him. When politicians tell us in Nigeria that they have state-of-the-art equipment in their hospitals across Nigeria, I want to tell you that those are the most barbaric statements anybody can present in the 21st century, because there's a laser surgery machine meant for ENT that is not available in Nigeria in any federal institution. They still operate people with ENT on analog, manually. This machine is only available in South Africa as of 13 years ago. About 5 years ago, an individual in Kaduna have it. So I sat down and said, if people have respiratory problem in Nigeria, if our population is truly 220 million people, and 1,000 persons, ordinary 1,000 persons, has that kind of problem, and they decide to go to this private individual in Kaduna, and they do 3 surgery a day, it will require 3 years for an individual to get a turn from today that I'm speaking here. Who is going to wait for 3 years to regain consciousness of breathing? So when these so-called CMD hospital directors come and show us X-ray machine and thermometer gauge and let us know that they have state-of-the-art equipment, is very, very unfair. So, well, with this discussion, we call for more debate in the future. I want us to know that I'm interested in getting lawyers who are capable for us to go and test the water, because I will not want the poor people among us, Edo or Nigeria, to keep dying the way I lost mine. I will not accept it from the University of Benin, and no poor people. I know a lot of people must have died since. In the 21st century, you want to operate somebody in the throat, you carry a knife to go and operate that person. I think, thank you for this opportunity. Once again, Oba Atokbe, for asking that man a very intelligent question. And I hope he is humble enough to come and work with Nigerians so that we can continue to contribute equipment to our state. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Chief, for your statement, for your your challenge for the authorities of the University of Benin Teaching Hospital. I think head issue is something we believe Mr. Peter Obi should take head on. As a matter of fact, we see so many. Let me sympathize with you on the death of your wife. Uh, I send our condolences. May she rest in peace. I think the health sector is something I believe the incoming government should take into serious account because even Mr. Tinubu himself, whenever he's sick, he runs to France. Atiku, when he's sick, he runs to Dubai. So I think, what about the common Nigerians? Where do they run to? So I think they should have the proper equipment in Nigeria, whereby Nigerians are sick, they can be treated. So I'm hoping that the incoming president, hopefully Peter Obi, will address the health sector very, very critically. And as regards your uh, the fight you are putting on with UBTH, it's my prayer that you get justice and all call on all well-meaning Nigerians to join you to to seek for justice and make UBTH to be accountable for their misdeeds and make sure that the hospital, because it's a teaching hospital, like the CM directly said, other states within the South region, they go to UBTH as a teaching hospital, and they should have all the medical equipment necessary to cater for uh, human lives there. So it's my desire that Nigerians will come to your aid to make sure you get justice. And it's also my wish that Peter will be declared state of emergency on our health sector and make sure that our doctors leaving Nigerians in droves, relocating to Nigeria, causing a great drain. They should stop that so that we have the medical assets to cater for our people in Nigeria. All our medical doctors, they don't run to Saudi Arabia, UK. That's because you never can tell. Because I know some
Let me
places.
quickly give you one practical example so that you can that's my last for the example UBTH. The ICU is behind or very close to the revenue department of their hospital.
Yeah.
And from that place to the X-ray department is more than 30 minutes walk.
Jesus.
There's no place in the world where X-ray machine is not within the theater. So when you have such big environment and you cannot synchronize this equipment that is needed for life, in case somebody's undergoing operation, something is wrong with the persons, you can't even scan. Then they tell you, oh, we have manual surgeon. If we decide to carry the persons there, it's going to be 50-50. Come on, who does that? That university, they are behind time. Continue.
Yes, thank you. I think they should overhaul the operations of UVTH and make sure they have all the equipment they need to keep human life there. So, Mr. Owen, what's your reaction to that? The health sector and Chief Ezoba's complaint. What's your reaction to that?
First of all, Chief Ezoba, accept my condolence to your beloved family, and may God grant her eternal rest and grant the family to bear this big blow. I call it big blow because what has happened, nobody can bring her back, but God will give this family the fortitude to bear this great loss.
Amen.
And may her soul find eternal rest in the bosom of our Lord.
Amen.
Um, I am 100% in support of what Chief Ezoba said because when you find out the things that killed people in Nigeria, it would baffle you. Something that is not, I don't know how to explain it. When you hear what kills people in mostly in Africa, these are things that with your finger like this in Western world, the person will be alive. Know that we don't have the money. Know that we don't have the manpower, or we don't have the people that can match these things. But because of the wickedness of the government, like what you just said, Dr. Dennis, when these people are sick, they traveled overseas. When the poor people are sick, they died in that situation. It is very poor and heartbreaking. You will just be losing your loved ones, losing people that are close to you, what we call negligence. It is called negligence. And I believe when Peter Obi comes on board by his grace, because I heard him talking about when he's on board, these foreign treatments that people are going for, it will stop, it will reduce them. Not that it will reduce them totally, but I think it will bring hope to Nigerians, where the poor people can have access to good health. Because if they don't have access to good health, you will see them keep on dying. Like I saw one woman in Arise News, she was complaining in the same UBT age. Women that just gave birth to babies, they were sleeping outside. Women that just put to bed, they were sleeping outside in that same UBT age. So it is heartbroken. Are we saying there is no money? There is. Are we saying there are no materials for them to put in that hospital? There is. But where is the money? So it is heartbreaking and it is really unfortunate. We just pray for a better government. That is why we are clamoring, praying for Peter Obi to come on board so that he can change this thing. 8 years will not be enough. But those that will be coming after Peter Obi, God willing, they will work in that platform to change Nigeria for good. And this is the only time for us to change the situation. I don't have anything against other candidates. We are all Nigerians. But what we are saying, we need somebody who is mentally fit to lead the country. That is what we are saying. We need somebody who is capable. Among all the presidential candidates, Peter Obi is the man for the job. He is the best among them, mentally and physical. It is fit to lead Nigeria. Just like my sister said, Maureen, if they say we have 3 major tribes in Nigeria, I said it before. The Southwest, they ruled Nigeria. The North, they ruled Nigeria. And part of the South-South, Jonathan, they ruled Nigeria. Remaining only one part of the country, which is the Southeast. Why not give them the opportunity to rule Nigeria? Why not give them? So it's really unfortunate when you see people coming out from the Southeast saying they are supporting PDP, supporting APC. It's really unfortunate. So I will just pray and hope that Nigeria do the right thing by voting Peter Obi in 2003. Because if they miss this opportunity, I don't think they will have it again. If they miss this opportunity, this is a golden opportunity. We all need to come together, whether you are APC, like I know of a particular PDP member that said he is supporting Peter Obi. He came on air openly to say it. He's from Edo State. He's a PDP member. But he said this is not about party. This is about the future of Nigeria. Let's come together and make Nigeria work. Forget about your party. Let's look at who is competent, who is good for the job. Let's put the person there. And you and I will agree that if that election is conducted today, Peter Obi will win hands down. Peter Obi will win because people, they've seen the competence in him. go and verify. Even some PDP members will even say that, like our brother do say, Peter Obi, go and verify, which is true. And that of the issue saying Peter Obi is going to churches to campaign. My brother, are you going to tell me that Peter Obi cannot go to church to serve his God? He is a Christian, for crying out loud. He is free to attend any church, just like his um running mate, Dati, will go to the mosque to pray. Are you going to ask why Dati is going to the mosque to pray? You want to stop him from praying to his God? No. So Peter Obi is not going there to say, vote for me, like he normally say. Don't vote for me because I'm an Igbo. No. Look at the competence among us. Who is competent among us and vote for that person? So I want to encourage Nigerians, don't be tired. Keep on spreading the good news. There is hope for us in Nigeria, and there is hope for Nigeria. Come 2023, when Nigerians stand up to take their country back, Peter Obi will be the man that will lead Nigeria to a brighter and better Nigeria come 2023. That is my take for now. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Owen. We're wrapping up now on that head note. And let me welcome Dr. Kevin to the program. Dr. Kevin, we're almost rounding up. I don't know what you want to say about the candidate of Mr. Peter Obi. What do you see are his chances? And what do you think are the lapses within the party, within this campaign that doesn't make him to clinch that seat? So what's your assessment of his candidates, and what do you think are the lapses, and how do we overcome the lapses?
Okay, thank you very much, the Global Coordinator and all the panelists. Sorry for coming in late. I was in another program. I've just finished, I joined. First and foremost, our candidate, His Excellency Peter Obi, for me, but my own assessment has almost about 85 to 90% chances of winning the election, despite the propaganda being run by the opposition parties and all that. Still, from the grassroots, I think we are making waves, but when you look at Labour Party within the space of months that is surfaced and the impact we have made, so it has become a threat to APC. And I did remember an article I read where the spokesperson of the APC said that the major challenge, the major threat they have is Peter Obi, and not even Atiku and all that. Yes, there are a lot of speculations going around that, Obi is this, Obi is that, and not that again, some in the north, they don't make any way. I think they are missing it out. They are not actually following the trend of the happenings on ground. And most of them are using sentiments to operate and to do the analysis, which is very, very wrong. And above all, I believe so much with absolute confidence that come 2023, we will deliver and Nigerians will win. But this election is between the Nigerian populace and the political class, the so-called political class, the old guys and all that. But again, it will be a surprise to them at the end of the day. That is that. Then when it comes to the issue of the weaknesses and the challenges we have, I know how we need to close ranks and all that, and go more on the grassroots mobilization as it is being done right now. But I've seen a couple of videos in various regions, zones, and states, from especially in the north. What is going on in the north right now? Going from village to village, house to house, mobilizing and giving them more information about Peter Obi. I think we are making a wave, but again, all we want to do is to double our efforts come between now and February. But above all, I think Peter Obi is killable, and at the end, we have better chances, despite all the hitches going on, coupled with some how will I put it? Some guys within the party that try to, or what I call moles within the party that were planted in the Labour Party that try to discredit the effort of Labour Party. Despite that will not happen, and that will not make any much wave. And I believe we are doing well. Despite definitely we cannot rule out some challenges and issues that we have. We acknowledge it, and above all, we are resilient in pushing up to something why we get across to our destination. And to me, I'm not actually moved by the little hiccups and challenges we have. It's something that is surmountable, and definitely, as the day rolls by, the weeks and the days roll by for the election, I think we will make much impact, and at the end, we'll come out victorious, and we all give God the glory at the end of the day. So that is my final take. Yeah. Generally, I am very, very much certain that Peter Obi will take the day at the end, come what may, and all that. Thank you very much, and God bless everyone.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Kirby. I think on that note, let's draw the curtain. Let's try and do this next week or regular basis, so that we can, begin to sensitize the public and make it an engaging forum. I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to today's program, and let's try and do this regularly. Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you to you. Thank you, everybody. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Dennis.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you,
everyone.
my brother. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much.
Best candidate, man, we get vision.
Country people, we country go work again for the betterment of we all people. As election don't reach like this, vote for the right man for the job. Now Peter Obi, na him the right man for the job. For better job, Peter Obi. Better Nigeria, Peter Obi. Employment, Peter Obi. Education, Peter Obi. Goody road, Peter Obi. And all the Bonge hospital, then Peter Obi of Labour Party. Peter Obi and Dati. And then be the man for the job. Go collect your PVC if you never collect them. And if you don't collect them, make use and vote Peter Obi and Dati of Labour Party on election day. Make the country for better for me and for you. No say your vote. Then now we know they collect shishi. Peter Obi, now he be the right man for the job. This message now from Diaspora Strong for Peter Obi.